Hello and welcome. I'm Natalie. Let's talk about money. So, one way to become wealthier immediately is to stop spending so much money immediately. So, let's talk about it. So, I've got basically 5 ways. This is 10. I mean 5. We've got 5 ways that each and every single one of us can become wealthier immediately. Now, you're not going to be rich tomorrow. But you can start building that wealth in the background and start putting that money away and investing it and becoming wealthier and wealthier as the days and years go on. Again, it's not an instantaneous, I'm going to be rich tomorrow. I just sold $1 million stock and now I'm rich. That's not the way it works. Remember that being rich is from within. It is not a money amount that makes you rich. You should be rich in your spirit and rich in your health and rich in your giving and all the things. But again, we're talking about money. So step 1, or one way to become wealthier immediately, is to budget. When you budget and you update your budget on a regular basis, you are able to cut out expenses that you don't need. You don't need to go to Starbucks every day. You don't need to eat lunch at McDonald's every day. You don't need to, spend an extra $30 at the grocery store every week. If you keep track of your spending in a budget, you will be able to find ways to cut how much you spend, which then in turn gives you more money to save or invest. The more money you cut out of your spending, the more money you get to save or invest. That's just the way the math works. So I use EveryDollar. Of course, I'm going to encourage you to check out EveryDollar. It is a free app. I would encourage you to only use the free version. If you want to spend I don't even know how much it is, honestly. I don't know. Is it $9.99, $5.99 a month? I don't know. I use the free version. That's what I encourage you to do as well. So check out everydollar.com. It's an app though too. So if you go to the Apple, what is it on y'all's Apple store or the Google Play Store, you'll be able to find EveryDollar. It's a little green symbol with a dollar sign in it. It's pretty easy to use. It's just magical. And so when you plan where your money is going to go, you can plan better instead of just being surprised at what happened. Oh, I thought I had the extra $200 that I needed, and now my bank account is overdrawn. Don't do that. Plan it out in a budget. It gives you freedom. Budgeting gives you freedom. I promise. It gives you freedom. And then number 2 is to cut down on those impulse purchases. Now, as you're watching YouTube, you're probably getting all kinds of ads, or, since I'm not monetized, I don't even know if ads play on my videos or not, but you will get ads. You'll see ads, especially on TikTok. TikTok is full of ads. I think that's all it is an ad stream nowadays. But anyway, when you're tempted by these ads, go ahead, if you really think you want it, place the item in your cart, and then wait, and just wait. If you are able to wait 2 to 3 days and then you go back to your cart and you look at that item again and you still really want it, you still really need it, then maybe it's time to go ahead and go for it. If it's within your budget that you created in the first step. If it's within budget and you really want it after 3 days of waiting, go for it. Now, if you see these ads that have these dramatic, you have to buy now, or the price is going up, or there's limited quantity, all these urgency things. If there's urgency involved in the ad, it's set up as an impulse buy so that you don't think it through and so that you don't take the time to figure out if you really want the item. So don't fall for that trap. Don't do it. You don't need that item. You could find another item later on if you do decide that you need it after this promotional time when it's 50% off, or you buy one, get one free, or whatever it is. Don't fall for those ads. It's not necessary. And then number 3 is to pay attention to your utility costs. Now, this is something you've been taught ever since you were a small child. Turn off the lights, unplug the items, but it actually does make a difference. And utility companies around the country do admit that it does make a difference. So, for example, if you leave your home to go to work, or when you go to bed, turn down the temperature or turn up, like for me, the AC. So I keep my AC really high because I'm always cold, which is great for me for my electric bill. But if you are one who needs it bitter cold in your home, turn it down when you're away from the house, and then turn it back up when you're back at home. Turn the the AC back up. It's so backwards because the temperature you put down, but when it's winter, you turn the temperature up. But anyway, adjust it so that you can save some money with just the electricity that you use. They have all the new apps that can do all of this automatically for you without you having to manually go in and change the temperatures all the time. Now, the other thing is to unplug those items that you don't use on a regular basis. So for me, it's my craft room. In my craft room, I've got a power strip that's on my craft desk, and I only sit at that desk once a week. So it does not need to be on the other 6 days of the week. So I need to turn that off in order to save a few bucks. If I'm only saving $3 a month, that's $3 more I have to go to Starbucks or whatever. So unplug those items or turn off those power strips that you don't use, for a couple days, or you only use them for 1 hour a day or whatever. Turn them off. You don't need them. Unplug them. You don't need them. If you have a radio, for example, radio sounds like I'm from 1986. Like in my kitchen, I have a speaker. That's what I'm talking about. A speaker plugged up. So I connect my phone, I Bluetooth it so that I can listen to music while I'm cooking or whatever. But I don't do that every day. And so I can disconnect that and save myself a few pennies every single day. And it's fabulous. All right, so that's number 3. Pay attention to your utility costs. Number 4, we also have all heard about, and that is to, when you go grocery shopping, use a list. There is a reason why there's always a sale at the grocery store. There's a reason. It's not because these items are some kind of special. It's because that's how they get people to buy these items. So if you shop from a list and do not buy anything that's not on the list, or maybe you limit yourself. Like I make a list and then I limit myself to 3 items I can buy that aren't on the list. Now, usually if I'm trying to make it a quick trip, I don't even get those 3 items. I just go get my shopping list and I'm gone. If you shop from a grocery list, it is said, there was a study done by Dave Ramsey that says that you will save anywhere from 10 to 20% on your monthly grocery bill for the average family of 4. I'm an average of 1, a family of 1, I mean. So I'm good with saving 10%. I'm totally good with that. I love 10% back. That's like 10% cash back, except for it never had to leave your account in order to get it back. It's fabulous. So don't shop when you're hungry, and always create a list when you grocery shop. And then last, or my 5th rule or tip to follow, is to automate your savings. Now, once you have a budget, because we did that in step 1, once we have a budget and we know how much you can actually save or invest every month, set the savings on autosave. So automatically move the money from whatever account into some sort of saving or investment account automatically. If you have a money market account or a high yield savings account or whatever other accounts you have, move it automatically. If you know you can freely spend $100 or $300 or $600 a month every month, just set it up, and then that way you won't forget about it. It'll actually happen, and you'll actually see that money grow. Now, it's typically not that you don't have the money that you can save. It's typically that you're spending that money on other random impulse buys, like going to McDonald's and getting a meal, a lunch or a dinner. Or for me, it's Starbucks. And for you, it may be pizza. Maybe Friday nights you love pizza, which is fine. If you love pizza, put it in the budget. It's fine. But maybe some of these items you can eliminate simply by moving the money into your investment account or savings account instead of keeping it in your spend account. All right? Saving money so that you have more to invest or spend on the things that you want can be easy. But you have to take control, and you have to be the one to make it easier. So this isn't an automated system unless you make it an automated system. So go ahead and do it. Make it that way. Make it automated so that you don't have to think about it and struggle with it every day. Maybe challenge yourself. Maybe challenge yourself to spend $100 this month and $200 next month and $300 the month after, and then $1,000 6 months from now. Or, challenge yourself and win that challenge. It can happen. I've done it even when I thought I couldn't. I never would have guessed that I could save $1,000 a month just by simply moving the money without me knowing or without me thinking. I never would have thought it was possible because I don't have an extra $1,000 to just spend on stuff, but I do because I budget and I figure out where I need my money, and I want it more in my car fund than I want it in my Amazon shopping. So these are things you can do, and you can save this money. And remember also to always invest in yourself today so you can make a difference for others tomorrow. And also give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Make sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. I thank you so much for stopping by today. Y'all have a great one. And go save lots of money.